Yes, children, we are going to start with the next chapter, equilibrium. Okay, so we have done with thermodynamics. We will be doing some more questions on thermodynamics in between. Okay, so in between, we'll be doing the questions from thermodynamics also. Okay, now let us see equilibrium chapter. Now, when a liquid evaporates in a closed container, understand, this is a closed container, molecules with relatively higher kinetic energy escape the liquid surface into the vapor phase. Okay, now this is a beaker, you are having a liquid. Okay, now the top layer will try to escape to the vapor phase. Okay, and it is a closed container. Okay, it is a closed container. So the molecules of vapor which are there at the top will strike the liquid. Okay, so the number of molecules leaving to the vapor phase will be equal to the number of molecules striking the liquid surface, that is coming back to liquid phase. Okay, so when the number of molecules leaving and getting back to liquid phase, if it is equal, then you say the system has attained equilibrium state. Okay, it has reached equilibrium state. Okay, now this is not static equilibrium. Static means what? Everything should be standing still. Okay, it is not static because there is movement. Liquid molecules going to vapor phase and vapor molecules coming to liquid phase. So it's a continuous process, a lot of activity going on. Okay, between the liquid and the vapor. So what you say? The rate of evaporation is equal to the rate of condensation at the state of equilibrium. At the state of equilibrium, the rate of evaporation is equal to the rate of condensation, which you can write it like this. Okay, so the double half arrow, what does it indicate? It indicates that the processes in both the directions are going on simultaneously. Okay, these half arrows, they indicate that forward and backward reactions are taking place simultaneously, and the mixture of reactants and products in the equilibrium state is called an equilibrium mixture. Okay, right? Now, this equilibrium can be established for both physical and chemical reactions, physical processes as well as for chemical reactions. Physical processes means liquid water going to steam form. That is a physical process because steam can be brought back to liquid water, is it not? That is a physical process. Now, the reaction may be fast or slow depending on the experimental conditions and the nature of reactants. When the reactants in a closed vessel at a particular temperature react to give products, the concentration of the reactants keep on decreasing. Am I right? Is it not? When a reaction is taking place, obviously the reactants are converted into products. So concentration of reactant, it goes on decreasing. And while those of products keep on increasing for some time. Okay? After which there is no change in the concentration of either the reactant or the product. Okay, there is no change in concentration of reactant or product. You say that the system has attained equilibrium, and that equilibrium is called as dynamic equilibrium because at the stage of dynamic equilibrium, the rate of forward reaction is equal to rate of backward reaction. RF is equal to RB. Okay. Now, based on the extent to which the reactions proceed, the state of chemical equilibrium in a chemical reaction can be classified into three groups. What are the three groups? The reactions that proceed nearly to completion and only negligible concentrations of the reactants are left. It's almost to completion and reactant में बहुत कम बचा है, ठीक है? And it may not even be possible to detect these experimentally. कितना reactant बच गया वो हम measure भी नहीं कर पाएंगे. That is one kind. Then the reactions in which only small amounts of products are formed and most of the reactants remain unchanged at the equilibrium stage. This is one kind. Very small amount of product. इसमें क्या है, सारे के सारे रिएक्टेंट प्रोडक्ट में कन्वर्ट हो चुके हैं, बहुत कम रिएक्टेंट बच गया. सेकेंड वाले में प्रोडक्ट बहुत कम फॉर्म हुआ and so much of reactant is left at the equilibrium stage. Then third category is the reactions in which the concentration of reactants and products are comparable. Okay, this is what you call it as equilibrium state. When you are able to compare the concentration of reactant and product, then you say that the system is in equilibrium. The first case is the reaction is complete, it is towards completion. And here only small amount of product is formed. That means the reaction is going on. ठीक है, अभी ना completion तक हुआ है ना equilibrium तक पहुंचा. Whereas in the third category, when the concentration of reactant and products are comparable, you say that the system has reached equilibrium. Okay, so now what we have to study? We have to study equilibrium in physical processes. Now physical processes means solid converted to liquid, liquid converted to gas, solid converted to gas. Okay, now here what all example you can take? Solid to liquid. So you can take ice to water in the liquid form. This you can consider. Liquid to gas, water in the liquid state to water in the gas state, that is steam. Then solid to gas. Now here you can consider iodine, which is a solid. It is getting converted into iodine in the gas state. Solid to gas conversion is what is called sublimation, is it not? So this is what we are going to see: solid liquid equilibrium. Then we will see liquid vapor equilibrium, and we will see solid vapor equilibrium. All these three are phase transformation processes. Only the phase is changing. What is a phase? Phase is nothing but the state at which the same substance is present. See, it is water in the form of ice, right? Water in the form of liquid, water in the form of steam. Again, same way, iodine in the solid state and iodine in the gas state. So it is the same substance present in different phase. Is that clear?